A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a landmark ruling, Texas District Judge Fernando Rodriguez, appointed by former President Donald Trump, delivered a sharp rebuke to the government's legal arguments surrounding the mass deportation of Venezuelan immigrants. The judge's decision, issued on Thursday, states that the Trump administration's reliance on the Alien Enemies Act to deport Venezuelans accused of gang affiliations is not only excessive but also unlawful. This 18th-century law, designed for wartime scenarios, is being misused in a peacetime context, according to Judge Rodriguez. The ruling specifically addresses the deportation of alleged members of the Tren de Aragua gang, which has been targeted under Trump's recent proclamation invoking the Alien Enemies Act for the fourth time in U.S. history. The judge's 36-page ruling clarifies that the government lacks the authority to detain and deport these individuals based on the law's original intent. Rodriguez emphasized that the historical context of the Alien Enemies Act does not support the sweeping measures taken against Venezuelan immigrants, stating that the president cannot unilaterally declare an invasion and invoke wartime powers during peacetime. This ruling applies to all targeted immigrants within Rodriguez's district, providing a significant legal shield against the administration's aggressive deportation strategies. The judge pointed out that the government failed to demonstrate the existence of an organized armed group entering the U.S. with the intent to conquer or control territory, which is a prerequisite for invoking the Alien Enemies Act. The ACLU attorney Lee Gellert, who represented the plaintiffs in the case, hailed the ruling as a critical victory, preventing further deportations to El Salvador's notorious terrorism confinement center. This decision not only halts the immediate deportation of Venezuelans but also sets a precedent for future legal challenges against the misuse of the Alien Enemies Act. The administration's attempts to swiftly remove immigrants as part of its mass deportation operation have now faced a significant legal hurdle. Any potential appeal will be directed to the conservative Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals in Louisiana, and eventually to the Supreme Court. The administration has acknowledged in court documents that many of those deported lacked criminal records, and that's somewhere in the U.S. legally, with pending asylum claims. This raises serious questions about the legality and morality of the deportation process under the current administration. The ruling comes on the heels of a divided Supreme Court decision that allowed the president to use the wartime law while a legal challenge is underway, but it reaffirmed the rights of immigrants to contest their deportations in court. As lawsuits challenging the deportations under the Alien Enemies Act continue to emerge across multiple states, this ruling marks a pivotal moment in the ongoing debate over immigration policy and the limits of executive power. The implications of Judge Rodriguez's decision could resonate far beyond Texas, as it challenges the narrative that the executive branch can unilaterally dictate immigration policy during peacetime. With the legal landscape shifting, many are watching closely to see how higher courts will interpret the Alien Enemies Act and its applicability in contemporary immigration issues. The Trump administration's aggressive stance on immigration has faced numerous legal challenges, and this ruling adds another layer to the complex and contentious debate surrounding immigration reform in the United States. As the legal battles unfold, the rights and protections of vulnerable immigrant populations remain at the forefront of national discourse, highlighting the need for a more humane and just immigration system. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.